Yeah. It's your boy Zoe Money, man. Back in the building, bro. It's been a long time coming, man. Shout out to Zone 6, man, for inspiring me to get back in here, man. Hey, man, I just want to talk about this Taylor and Lopez fight, man. Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor, man. I like Josh Taylor. I like Teofimo Lopez. A lot of people don't like Teo, man, but I like his tenacity, man. And I think the guy is a very good fighter. I think he slipped up in that Kambosos fight, not taking Kambosos serious, because I don't know how Teo lost to Kambosos. You know what I mean? I just didn't see that happening at all, but it happened, you know what I mean, in its history. It is what it is, but I still think Teo is one of the best fighters in the game, man, and a lot of people underestimate that, man. He got good boxing skill. I just think he a little stiff at the neck sometimes, you know what I mean, when he throwing punches. And he can't get out the way of punches sometimes, but his counter-punching game is pretty good. He got pretty good footwork, you know what I mean? But his head game is kind of questionable, suspect. He tried to do the shoulder roll like Floyd, but it don't work out too well, you know what I mean? But Josh Taylor like to charge his opponents, and I think that's where Teofimo Lopez will have the advantage in this fight, man. I think that'll be a real problem for Taylor, man. I think Taylor will be a real issue for Teofimo Lopez, man, because like he got the height. And I think he's a little swifter on his feet, you know what I mean, with his movement. But it's hard to tell because Taylor done look stiff in a few fights, you know, and they both look bad in their last fight. So this is kind of a toss-up. I got it a 50-50 fight, but if anything, I'm riding with Teo for the KO, like 9th to 10th round. And if Teo slip up, though, Taylor could stop him, you know what I mean? It could happen because Taylor is a problem. He has proved himself at 140, and he pretty much is the man at 140. That's why I love the way Teo jumped up to go get that man, because Teo want to fight the best. He want the best. That's why I got to respect that man, bro. He ain't doing this pussyfooting around like all these dudes, like Canelo and these other guys, like, you know what I mean, Charlo, and, you know, we can go round and round. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, all that problem and all that sucker shit they was doing, man. Like, niggas just want to see the best fights, bro. I'm tired of the bullshit in boxing, man. We just want to see the best fight the best. We don't give a fuck what y'all getting paid. That ain't our business. That's y'all business. That at the end of the day, this is a gladiator entertainment sport for the people, bro. We decide who fight each other. That's how it should be. But instead, you got the fighter choosing and picking. You know what I mean? If we boycott these fights and stop watching these sucker fights, maybe they'll pick a formidable opponent that everybody want to see. Because really, if the fans take the power back from boxing, you know what I mean, we really control boxing. If we don't step out and say something, you know what I mean, like, we could really mess boxing all the way up, you feel me, by just not attending, not going to the fights. But you got too many people that's with that sucker shit, you know what I mean? So they allow people to get away with these ticky-tack fights, like Canelo against John Ryder, you know what I mean? Who the hell wanted to see that fight? You know what I mean? I knew what it was going to be, bro. I wanted to see Canelo against Charlo, or maybe Andre, or Canelo against David Benavidez. That's the fights everybody want to see. Nobody really want to see these pity-pat fights. Like, I'm just tired of the bullshit in boxing. Like Vasily Lomachenko had no choice but to fight Devin Haney, but he should have did that from the first time, and maybe it'd have been a different outcome earlier. You let Devin Haney get experience and time, you know what I mean, and he got better as a fighter, you know what I mean. So that's really why I believe that he lost that fight. And also Haney is younger, and he's more accomplished, I believe, as in being undefeated. You know what I mean? Not saying that he has the better resume, because I know he doesn't have the better resume according to who Lomachenko fought on his resume and the people that he fought. So, you know, personally, I really just I'm sick of the bullshit in boxing. I just want to see the best fight the best, man. Like Joshua and Wilder, that should have been happened, bro, years ago. And Joshua was man enough to come out on TV and say, hey, Deontay, you give me 50 million, then we'll fight. And then when Al Heyman came with the 50 million, bro, then Joshua started all this bullshit and running around the fence, running around the cut, doing all that extra shit, saying this, saying that. He got excuses. Bro, people is tired of that bullshit in boxing, bro. That's why boxing ain't no longer the #1 sport, man. Niggas is tired of that, bro. We want to see the best fight the best. Simple as that, bro. That's just my state on boxing right now, man. I'm finna crank up. I'm just warming up, man. Love y'all. East Atlanta Zoe, man. YTBC, what's happening?